Hello, I'm Mrs. Beck, very proud head teacher of Sir Graham Balfour School, and I'd like to welcome you to this series of very brief presentations on how to make the most of Year 9. These presentations are primarily aimed at parents and carers, although of course your sons and daughters, our Year 9 students, may well find them very useful as well. The presentations are led by senior staff such as Mr. Mason, Mrs. Metcalf, who will be talking to you about curriculum, homework, the options process, as well as pastoral care and how to find support. Year 9 is a very special year. I think all years are special, but Year 9 is the year where students, where young people start to make some of those decisions, particularly regarding their options, that can stay with them for life. So we are there with them all the way, holding their hands and making sure that they feel supported in that process, and I know that you will be too. So enjoy the presentations. Do not hesitate to get in touch with us if you have any questions about anything that you see. Mrs. Tinsley, as you know, is the head of Year 9, but equally contact any of their form tutors, or don't hesitate to contact myself or other senior staff who you're about to see. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this. Bye-bye.
How does Year 9 differ from Year 8?
Year 9 is a time when students begin to prepare for their option choices. Students are made aware that their behaviour choices and academic progress become of great importance in establishing the right pathway for them moving forward. Year 9 is about preparing students for the GCSE level study in Year 10 and Year 11.
What help can my child access in Year 9?
Your child's form tutor is their first source of support. Alongside this, students have access to our student support manager and the wider PDW team, who are able to offer mentoring and support if needed. There are a range of mentoring programs that we do provide about self-esteem, organisation and confidence.
What support will my child get with choosing their options for Year 10?
Every child in Year 9 will have a Pathways meeting in January. Parents are invited to attend the meeting online, and a member of staff will discuss and offer advice regarding the subject options available for your child in Years 10 and 11.
Are there any year-specific issues that I need to be aware of?
Friendships and relationships can be a particular issue during this time as students become more aware of their personal identity, grow in confidence and begin to desire more independence as they move through puberty. Clear routines and boundaries are critical for children at this age, even if they do not agree. Being aware of your child's social media activity can also limit situations from arising or escalating. There are regular advice and tips offered via our safeguarding newsletter and websites such as printed on this PowerPoint slide.
What else can I do to support my child?
Listen to your child and encourage them to talk to you about any social issue or how they are feeling. Encourage them to work through conflict calmly and in a mature way, or to seek advice from their form tutor or our student support manager if necessary to help them navigate the dynamics of teenage relationships. Encourage your child to look beyond Year 9 as to where their choices and their effort in school may be taking them, and talk about short and long-term goals to keep them motivated to achieve and work hard. Teenagers can often struggle with self-esteem and self-concept. Positive reinforcement of their good choices and hard work will be well received and will help boost their confidence.
Hi, I'm Mr. Mason, and welcome to the Making the Most of Year 9 section from their teaching and learning team. Now, before we go on to speak about why Year 9 is about much more than the options process, I'd just like to draw your attention to the two links at the bottom of the slide. What we've got here is a description of the curriculum. So if you click on that link there, you'll be able to find out what your child is studying in each subject and how that will be assessed during the year. And if you follow the link to the to the homework section, what you'll be able to see there is details of the homework schedule for all the Year 9 classes, and also information about the wide range of support that we put in place to help your child with homework. Okay, so Year 9, I've already said that it's about much more than options. Now, options are obviously the big set piece event that is rightly a huge focus in Year 9. Big decisions are made about options that go on to influence kind of universities or colleges or apprenticeships or job offers and life chances, actually. And options do get a lot of attention in school this year, and they get a lot of, obviously, organisational attention and time as well. However, what I'd like to get across now is about that Year 9 is also really, really important when it comes to establishing habits of study. And I'd say that what's established by the end of Year 9 in terms of your child's ability to focus and concentrate in class, the level of engagement in class, skills that are developed in terms of revision, the depth and quality of homework completion, having your son or daughter really follow through and see through the extended writing tasks that are given in class and the problem solving challenges that teachers give them as well, the behaviour and attitude and lessons. What's established by the end of Year 9 is really difficult to undo in Year 10 and 11. Now, obviously, if it's established well and those things are going well, then your child's in a really good position at the start of the GCSE course. If it's not going so well, the opposite is obviously true as well. So I would say that picking options is obviously really important, but it's not kind of a magic cure that will solve other issues, and we do need to be really clear on that. So please advise your child and work with your child to have a big focus on getting these habits right between now and the end of the year. And if, as I said before, if we do get it right, then your child will be in a really strong position at the start of Year 10 and their GCSE course.
Year 9 students at Sir Graham Balfour are now very familiar with the school, and they're familiar with the routines and the expectations upon them. They're now ready to be good role models to their young years in Year 7 and 8. The big focus for Year 9, I think, is thinking about what do I want to do when I leave school, and the reason they start thinking about that is because they need to start thinking about their options. What subjects do I want to take through to Year 10? So we think about what kind of student they are, how they learn best, what their interests are, what kind of things that they'd like to do, and what kind of careers they'd like to progress on to. I think options is one of the most important focuses in Year 9, as we said already. Students are given time in form time and on PSHE days to research the kind of subjects that they may want to do next year. We also have options interviews with a member of staff and parents to try and guide students into making the best choices for them. Duke of Edinburgh is quite popular in Year 9. So far, over 40 students in Year 9 have signed up to complete their DV award this year. That's at least 20% of our year group, which is fantastic. Here we have our Balfour journey for Year 9, taking us through into Year 10. As I've already said, this is quite heavily career based. We start thinking in the autumn term about a student's favourite subjects, their strengths, their weaknesses, things they like to do, things they'd like to do as a career. We look at what subjects lend themselves to which careers and what strengths lend themselves to which careers, and we put all that together as part of their GCSE options process, so that when they have their GCSE options meetings, then they're fully equipped with as much knowledge of themselves and the skills that they need as possible. In the second half of that term, we look at respectful relationships, so that involves family relationships as well as peer relationships and intimate relationships, so all of those are looked at. Moving into the spring term, we have healthy lifestyle, so we're looking at diet and exercise and making healthy choices, all that kind of thing. The second half of the spring term, moving into the summer term, we look at peer influence, substance abuse and gangs, all to do with knife crime and exploitation, things like that. In the final summer term, we look at the employability skills, so we look at making CVs and applying for jobs and things that they're going to need a little bit further down the line.